What is going on, everyone? Rockstar Pool 69 back with F1 2018. Fifth season now. Second race with the Red Bull Racing team. First race went pretty well, I thought, but yeah, let's see how the second race goes, shall we? It's going to be a lot tougher around the Sakhir International Circuit here in Bahrain. But yeah, we're owning the Aussie. So we've got that coming in for Azerbaijan, the weight reduction, which is good. But after this race, I reckon we'll be in a position to get a lot more upgrades. Because we should have the 600 resource points objective for finishing above where we needed to finish in Australia. So just going through a few old numbers in the noodle, I reckon we could get the 2 ultimate upgrades ready for Spain. But where we really need to work on is durability, especially the gearbox. Because the gearbox, that can be a bit yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. So let's take a look at the season standings after one race, and Esteban Ocon leads the way from Kevin Magnussen, and then myself in third place, followed by Fernando Alonso, Charles Leclerc, Brendan Hartley, Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas, Pierre Gasly and Lewis Hamilton. Round out your top 10. And that's it, really. Everyone else scores the big old 0. So we're going to get practiced for Bahrain. Then we get qualified. See you for the Grand Prix.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir Circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best at turn 1, of course, and then another soon into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into the tight left-hander of turn 10. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. It's Sergio Perez on pole position today, and it's Esteban Ocon in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Alonso, Leclerc, Marcus Ericsson and Hamilton, Stroll, Hartley, Gasly and Roman Grosjean, Van Dorn, Sirotkin, Sebastian Vettel and Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Bottas, Kevin Magnussen and Carlos Sainz, Hülkenberg and Poole. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
I'm ashamed. I don't want to talk about qualifying. Qualifying went terribly. Last. We just didn't have the car. So yeah, so one stop and we're going to see where we finish. But I hardly think that that's going to be anywhere kind of decent. So let's get to it. And let's see where we finish for the old Bahrain Grand Prix. So here we go, folks. It's last to wherever it's going to be on the grid. Siren lights are out and it's lights out and away we go. Excellent start at the front of the field for the 2 Force Indians. Look at them 2 Toro Rossos get a run as well. Charles Leclerc dancing around all over the place. Here we come from the back of the field. Gung-ho! Bye-bye! Where are we going to end up? Oh, squeeze everyone out of there. Where have we come out around? We've come out around Lance Stroll, I think that is. That's around P8, P9. The 2 Force Indians at the front of the field fighting fighting into turn number 4. So 5. That is Sergei Sorokin in the Williams. So that's got to be in the top 10 at least. We have had a storming start, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe. There we go again. Almost up the inside of Kevin Magnussen. That's certainly up the inside of Pierre Gasly and my man Gasly. Going down into turn 10. We're still side by side with the Frenchman. And we've caught Magnussen. Yeah, no, that was Grosjean, sorry. That was Grosjean we've caught napping. And we're up into God knows what position we are right now. But that was an absolutely scintillating start. We're at a P9 after the first lap. What the hell has possessed this Red Bull Honda? I just said Red Bull Honda. That's next season in F1 2019. This Red Bull Renault, although it's an Infiniti engine, not a Renault engine. As Grosjean starts defending from a man Gasly for P10. Somewhere behind him is the Williams of Sergei Sorokin. He's going to get a hell of a tow as well from the pair of them. They might make it free wide into the first corner. It is free wide into the first corner. Good heavens almighty. Who's going to come out of that one? The cameraman wanted to concentrate on the building. I don't want to see the building. Look at that. Grosjean came out the worst of the lot of them. My God. This is only the first. That was only the first lap. We got 13 more to go. That is the kind of action and kind of racing we like to see as we go through into turn 6 and 7, down to turn 8. That hard braking hairpin. Lance Stroll in front of us. Who's in front of Lance Stroll? Looks like Lewis Hamilton, the 5-time champion of the world. Still the 2 Force Indias out at the front of the field. I think they're going to be unbeatable today. Certainly these first few races we've got to take off.
Use overtake.
That's
Use
the
overtake.
light on my phone disappearing, so my phone must have hit 0 bars. Thanks very much for coming there, Mr. Phone. As we head up to... I actually haven't done a 11, 12... That's turn 13. I think. 10, 11, 12... Yeah, turn 13. Heading down to turn 14. Heavy braking zone into turn 14. We got yellow flags behind us. And the virtual safety car has come out.
Slow down and maintain positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
That's I should have picked. That's Ricciardo retiring. That's Ricciardo. Dear me,
maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Right, we're going to come to the end of the virtual safety car now, so we skip forward a little bit here. Let's see if we can catch our old teammate napping here. We have caught him napping. What a move down into turn 10! Fantastic! Whoa! Good Lord! Hello, lads. This is your wake-up call. Wake up over there. Oh dear me, lap number 3, coming to start lap number 4 to go into turn 13. Lewis Hamilton just in front of us. Who's in front of Lewis Hamilton? I can't see very well. I think it was one of the Saubers in front of Lewis Hamilton, which I think is Marcus Ericsson's. We have a little bit of a look into turn 14 and then turn 15 right behind it. Down this long straight to turn number 1, the heavy brakes zone, turn number 1. We're going to be defending like mad from Lance Stroll. He has DRS. He's going to be using Hamilton for his DRS. Free wide into the first corner between myself, Hamilton and Stroll. And whoa! Bang it out the park, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you call putting the big boy full pants on. You are not going to see anything better than that as we go back to Kevin Magnussen, who's fighting with Nico Hülkenberg for P16 on the track. And that should be who's going to get the better of this drag race down to the first corner. We're going to concentrate on that bloody building again, aren't we? No, thanks to heavens we're not going to concentrate on that building. It'll be Hülkenberg round the outside of Kevin Magnussen and move Hülkenberg up into P16. That Renault still has a little bit of power inside of it. Only a little bit, but still a little bit. Whew. Timeout. Everyone timeout. Dear me. So who we got in front? We've got Ericsson I imagine Brendan Hartley's in front of us. I know the two Force Indies are. Charles Leclerc's in front of us as well. And Alonso is in front of us as well. So I think the order is Ocon from Perez, from Hartley, Alonso, and then Ericsson. Oh no, actually Alonso's next. I do apologise. Then it's Ericsson. He's having a fight with the Force Indias at the front here. Actually, no, do apologise. It is that's going to be Hartley and Alonso for P4. Who's going to get the better of that one? The experienced Spaniard or the rookie Kiwi, and it's going to be the Spaniard that gets him moving to P4. But look at this now. Hartley's lost out to Ericsson side by side with the Sauber, the Swede and the Sauber. Into turn number 5. Thank you very much. Move him up into P5. So Hartley has moved, lost 2 positions there. He's about to lose a third. That's down the inside of turn 8. What a move. What a move down in the inside of turn number 8. As we go back to, who is that? That is Lance Stroll. Is that the man Lance, or is that Sergei Sorokin with Lewis Hamilton? Gasly right behind him, and move Sergei Sorokin up a position. Oh, that's tight. You don't want to be making that move side by side through 6 and 7 into turn 8. Lewis Hamilton should get the better of that one and retain position. But no, the Russian. And hey! Let's applaud Sergei Sorokin for that one as we go to the front of the field. And we see Sergio Perez coming in for his pit stop. Ocon's going to carry on. And I think I saw Alonso and Ericsson coming in behind him. Yep, there's Alonso, there's Ericsson. Let's see how this pit stop goes for the Mexican. And that looks like it was a very good pit stop. Not going to deny that one there, Mr. Perez. He's going to come out behind the Renaults and the... Oh, that's close. I'd want to clear that Haas. Oh, he didn't clear the Haas. Oh, that could be implications. He did not get that Haas cleared. Now, we're going to come in for this lap. So we're coming in with Leclerc and... we're going to come in with Leclerc and Ocon. So what are we now? We're P3. We've got Hartley behind us. It's Toro Rosso against Red Bull. The junior team versus the senior team. Let's see if we can at least beat Brendan Hartley. As we go very wide in turn 13. Down to turn 14. And when we get to turn 14, out of turn 14, we'll make the sharp right. Heading towards the pit lane. Here we go. There's a sharp right to the pit lane. Hartley's coming in with us. He's right on our back bumper and we get it slowed down to 50 mile an hour. Whew! Has this been exciting for you so far? It's been exciting for me, and I was the one that drove this earlier, and I'm commentating as well. Oh, we've beaten Leclerc out of the pit! We have beaten Leclerc out of the pit, and I think, if I'm right, that's going to put us up into a net P3. There's Perez. Oh, side by side with Perez. Oh, big tail slides, and we go side by side with Perez through turn 2 and now up to turn 3. Still side by side, going down to turn 4. We've got the Sauber right behind us of Marcus Ericsson. He's interested. He's side by side with Brendan Hartley, or is that Leclerc? You can never tell these cars apart from the number. Whoa, big time round the outside. That is wall of death stuff. Boot him out the way. Excuse me, coming through. And we'll retain that net P3. Phew! It's only halfway through this race, and this is fantastic action. As we come out of turn 10, now down to turn number 11, side by side with Brendan Hartley. It's Toro Rosso Honda against Red Bull Renault. And let's see if the inexperienced Kiwi, no, he'll have to negate that position. And thank you very much, we'll retain the net. Well, that was for P6 at the time, but I reckon by the time everyone else has pitted, it's going to be for P3. Esteban Ocon leads this race from Sergio Perez when the pit stops happen. I don't know who it is that's actually in front of us, to be honest. We'd have to find out through the replay as we go into the middle of the track, because we know what's coming. Here comes that Honda. Toro Rosso Honda down the main straight into turn number 1, side by side with Brendan Hartley. He's got us at the moment, but we'll give him the big boy balls back. And thank you very much into turn 1. He might lose out to the Sauber driver there. Is that Marcus Ericsson? Is that Charles Leclerc? No, it is Ericsson. In fact, he has lost out to Ericsson, and he's going to lose out to Leclerc as well. Will Leclerc get him into turn 6? You're side by side. The young Monegascan, the young Kiwi, down into turn 8. Come on. Oh, that is ballsy from the young Kiwi. He's actually thrown Alonso back a present there as we go into turn 10. Very deep into turn 10. Almost outbroke ourselves there, going down the back straight. So it has all cycled through now. We are a net P3 from last on the grid, ladies and gentlemen. That is incredible that we are last on the field
to the car in front
after
is
where we started.
3.0 seconds.
What on earth can you say to that? You can't say a lot to that. It may be a knacker at sometimes in these corners, but this Red Bull Renault has got some grunt underneath that engine. As we go to Brendan Hartley, he's eager to try and get past Marcus Ericsson here. He will try it, but it looks like Ericsson's was trying to have a go at us there. Round the outside of Marcus Ericsson goes the Kiwi. Oh, and he's just going to miss out there as we go into the middle of the track to defend against Ericsson. I think we defended against Finn Air there. As we go back to Valtteri Bottas, who's having a fight with Nico Hülkenberg here for P15? I believe that's for P15 on the track. If he gets done by Hülkenberg, Bottas needs to replace him. He has been done. Oh, they're still side by side going up to turn 4. Bottas is getting the elbows out. So's Hülkenberg, to be fair. In that Renault, and I think Bottas has finally got his man. Yes, he's defending like crazy from absolutely all directions. Is Valtteri Bottas? We could have replaced him if Mercedes were that interested, but they weren't interested, and Red Bull very much were. And you've got the dream partnership now of myself with Rick Bobby, I should say, Daniel Ricciardo, Rick Bobby the Honey Badger. Or Ricky Rocket the Honey Badger, I should say. As we come out the last corner, look at the run that Ericsson's got side by side. Alfa Romeo against Red Bull Renault. Renault loses out, but let's see how we'll do in the braking zone. We've got Hartley in close attendance as well. Big boy! Lock up into turn number 1, and thank you very much. We'll take that position back from you, Marcus Ericsson. You are not worthy of being on the podium just yet. And then here comes Hartley. Hartley might get... I think Hartley was off the track then. Track's over that way there, Brendan. And in fact, he's got a nose. He's got a nose, but that's all he's got. Side by side between Hartley and Ericsson. Leclerc in close attendance. I think Ericsson will lose out here eventually, because this turn 9's a left-hand, right-hander. Yes, it is. And move Brendan Hartley into P4. With 5 laps to go, and this is exciting. This is what happens when you get the underpowered Red Bull Renault, put it in the hands of myself, 105 difficulty, and we are absolutely pummeling the field. This is what it's all about. Oh yes, this is the kind of racing we like here, and this is the kind of race that I know you like seeing as well. Side by side, wheel to wheel, no F's given, no quarter given as well, as we go to the man. No, that's not the man Gasly, that's Hartley. What are we doing? We're all over the place. Hartley's going to get past us in that Honda, and we should know how powerful that Honda is, because we had that engine last year. Hartley's actually got at the car. We vacated, but we're going to go right back up the inside, slide it into turn 1. Thank you very much. We'll take P3 back off you. You got to be later on the brakes. Oh, there was a McLaren fighting a Mercedes back there. We're still side by side with Hartley. This is going to end one way and one way only. Hartley, he was very slow into turn 6. And we take P3 back. Can we see what happened back earlier? Yeah, it's my man Gasly. And that's Lance Stroll in front of him. We're going to go 3 wide into the first corner. I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if my man got that. He does get that. Move him up all past them all. Hamilton in close attendance as well. He's side by side with Fernando Alonso. That's going to be for around about P... Well, what's that going to be? 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be for P7. As we go back to myself here. And with that was earlier. This is now live. This is myself and Brendan Hartley. He's going to try and inside turn 11. Oh, you're going to have to wake up really early to get past me there. Bit of contact as well between the two of us. That might put him in the clutches of the two Saubers. Ericsson and Leclerc behind him.
6.2
going down into turn number 1. I'm out of breath just from commentating on this. Are you guys out of breath yet? This is fantastic. The two Force Indias are long gone. So this is kind of like the only fight. I mean, there goes Hartley back past us. In fact, here comes Ericsson. We might go 3 wide into the first corner. Oh, I don't want to be there. But I'd rather be in third. What's that move? Oh, yeah, we got a train behind us, and we're leading that train. We go down to turn number 4. Sorry. Into turn 4, and thank you very much. We'll retain that position. But here comes Hartley. He's not going to give it up without a fight. In through turn 5 into turn 6. Hartley gets it sideways. Oh, that is the end of Brendan Hartley. What was Hartley thinking? I don't think even Hartley knew what he was thinking. There we go. We go back to see a bit of Ferrari on Ferrari engines. That's Ferrari A team against the Ferrari customer team. Haas against Ferrari. Grosjean against Vettel. This is the last points position on the field. Thank you very much. Move Vettel past Grosjean and up into P10. But here's 2 cars that are not in the points. Hulkenberg and Bottas. This is still for P16. What on earth has gone wrong with Valtteri Bottas? In fact, how did Bottas get back past the German? We haven't seen that. Which is a bit of a shocker. Why did that come up all of a sudden? I haven't a clue. But here comes Charles Leclerc now. He's benefited. He's the one that's benefited from all this. It's going to be Charles Leclerc and myself down into the first corner. The first time we've fought the Monegasque driver down to the first corner. He's going to have the advantage. But look at that. We've got the slipstream. And we should have the braking pattern as well. We know the braking pattern. Excuse me. Take a breath. Catch your breath as well. Because this is incredible how this Red Bull Renault is fighting off the field. As we go to what happened earlier between Lance Stroll and Marcus Ericsson. Move Stroll past Ericsson. I bet Ericsson's going to get past him down the main straight. Where the hell has Stroll come from? Stroll's been nowhere all race. That's a P6. Hartley's recovered in there. Or is that my man Gasly? That looked like my man Gasly actually. I don't know where Hartley is. But there he is. He was way out the field after that spin. Which he brought on himself. So move Stroll up into P6. As we go back to myself, still with Charles Leclerc. And there's my man Gasly. There's Stroll and there's Ericsson and the long train behind Ericsson. I think it came on the radio. Ericsson doesn't have a problem as Leclerc thinks about moving around the inside of turn 11. We're just going to hang it round the outside. And thank you very much. Move us back into the podium. Dear me, it's not over. It is not over until the fat lady waves that checkered flag. As we go back, we saw that Leclerc was thinking about a move, but Ericsson and his continuing woes, he's going to have Hamilton go past him around the outside. Vettel's in close attendance here as well, as is Stoffel Van Dorn. Where has Van Dorn come from? I wonder what Ericsson's problem is. Maybe he's got a bit of wing damage. Yes, he's got a bit of wing damage on that Sauber as the Ferrari of Vettel gets ready to go past him. Look at this. This is an absolute... He made it even finish outside the points. That is a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Alonso... No, that's Van Dorn and Vettel get into it. I think the two Renaults are having a fight here. Now, this is what we cut away from. This is myself and Charles Leclerc. Down into the last corner. Round the outside will go Leclerc, but we just hanged him out there. Thank you very much. Think about that again. Here comes the man. Pierre Gasly. Go on, Gasly. I like Gasly. He's my ex-teammate from last year. He is the man, as we say. He had a thought, think about it, but well defended by Charles Leclerc. And that's going to be a fight this year as well, with Leclerc in the Ferrari and Gasly in the Red Bull Honda. And now I did see in the background while we were watching Ericsson and his woes, I thought the two Renaults were fighting. Indeed they were. Hulkenberg on signs for P14. Is that P14? Yes, P14. Incredible. Now, will Leclerc have one more go here? If he has one more go, Gasly is pretty close. Gasly's going to have a think. He's going around the outside. That's nuts. Not against me, you don't. It's already been determined. You can't go around the outside of me. Just ask Brendan Hartley. But what a race by Esteban Ocon. We haven't seen him all day. We haven't seen him for anything. He'll win the second race of the season. He's 2 for 2. Perfect for the Force India team. He'll bring home a 1-2 with Sergio Perez in second place. But it's all eyes on this car. I called the Toro Rosso Honda the best car I've ever driven. This is 1A as we come out the final corner. Oh, I tell you what, that's on the line. And
nice
we do
work.
get
You did well today.
the final place on the podium. What a race!
So another fantastic victory for Force India today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's Grand Prix. And there are a lot of people in the paddock very happy with this result. It's Force India on the top step.
And let's take you to that final bit of action on the final lap from the outboard cameras. You can see how close it was between myself and Charles Leclerc for the final spot on the podium, and it literally was by a nose.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Esteban Ocon, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I have to give it to Paul. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
On to the constructors then. Force India have extended their lead at the top of the championship. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
What a race, folks. What a race. Incredible. Esteban Ocon wins the Bahrain Grand Prix from Sergio Perez. We were the driver of the day from last to the podium. It's biblical stuff. Biblical. We just held off Charles Leclerc for third place. Charles Leclerc finishes fourth. My man Gasly fifth. Then Lance Stroll, Lewis Hamilton, Marcus Ericsson, Fernando Alonso, and Sebastian Vettel gets the final point. Paying position. One DNF, and we don't want to talk about that DNF. So, we're going to go see Claire. And, my God, what do we even talk about? Oh, look who it is.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy.
Of course I am.
Did you struggle to get through all that traffic?
No! Did you see me struggling? Stupid woman. I went from last to first, but, you know, we'll praise the chassis.
Podium. You must be getting used to it up there.
Yes. I expect podiums. The team expects it. And that's all that things at the end of the day.
We all underestimated you, didn't we?
Yes, you did. You underestimated me badly, and you will pay for it in your next life on F1 2019. But you underestimated this team as well.
You had a few bumps and scrapes today. Who would you say?
Well, there's only one person at the fault there. It's Sergei Sorokin.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Aww. What a race. What a race, folks. Leave a like just for that race finish alone. It's a clean sweep on Daniel Ricciardo. And that gives us a lot of resource points to play with when the time is right. Unfortunately, though, the time is not right now. Although it may be.
Just wanted to say congrats on the podium. It's thoroughly deserved. We were sweating those last few laps on the pit wall, but you brought it home.
Thank you. Your congratulations are well appreciated.
So the team are happy
Let's
that you
see.
hit your last
Can we?
goal. That's going to help out with car development, and it'll weigh in your favour the next time you have a contract.
Oh, we can select a rival now. Oh, we can only select Kevin Magnussen. Oh well. Got to whoop him. Now let's have a look. We've got 1800. This is gonna be close. 924, 86. Oh, easy, easy. We're gonna have points to play with. So we're gonna bring 2 ultimate upgrades to the Spanish Grand Prix, an ultimate chassis and an ultimate aero update as well. That will put us right back in the game. Like I say, get Azerbaijan out of the way. We're going to be back. That's all that matters. And hopefully, when that ultimate monocoque structure weight reduction comes in, we'll be able to get a couple of more for the Spanish Grand Prix as well. So Esteban Ocon, 2 victories. He leads the way. Can anyone stop the Force Indias? I hope so. But we'll have to find that out for next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy this Bahrain Grand Prix. Leave a like if you did. It does help me out a lot. You can subscribe for daily F1 2018 and NASCAR Heat 3 career mode videos every other day, as well as live streams on the channel. But until the next video, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I do thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time for the Chinese Grand Prix.